Look, just let me follow through on what Nick Cater was saying then, because whether the Albanese government, elected on a 32% primary vote, is prepared to accept it or not, the reality is, as you heard from Nick Cater for one person, there's an army of well-read and well-informed commentators and scholars who, to put it simply, say two things. One, we're facing an energy crisis. Legislating carbon dioxide emissions will prove a nightmare. But John Anderson said last night, there is no debate. That was the point that Nick made. There wasn't during the election. I've referred often, as you know, to Bjorn Lomborg, who's the world-renowned authority, who said this week, and I repeat, the climate policy approach of trying to push consumers and business away from fossil fuels with price spikes is causing pain with little climate payoff. He said solar and wind are still only capable of meeting a fraction of global energy needs. Now, I was thinking only this morning of that very amusing poem, Said Hanrahan. And the poem ends, "We'll all be ruined," said Hanrahan, "before the year is out." Well, Hanrahan's right. I'll talk to Terry McCrann shortly. But we have an outfit called the Australian Energy Market Operator with a budget of $250 million. It's been around since 2009. Its charter is, quote, "to shape a better energy future for all Australians," unquote. But are these outfits truly independent or committed to singing from the government song sheet? The chief executive is a bloke called Daniel Westerman. He speaks as if he were Chris Bowen or Anthony Albanese. And he said this week, quote, "Australia must accelerate a move away from coal to renewables," unquote. This is what the government wants to hear. But then come the qualifications that Australia must approve more than $10 billion of transmission projects to escape the ongoing threat of blackouts and high power prices amid a national energy crisis. Now, if logic is to mean anything, this bloke bells the cat. So we've got to have more than $10 billion of transmission projects to escape a national energy crisis. We don't have $10 billion of transmission projects. It therefore follows that we will not escape what Terry McCrann and I and Nick Cater have warned of for years, the threat of blackouts and higher power prices leading to a national energy crisis. And this bloke Westerman is singing from the Albanese Bowen song sheet, saying the country was undergoing a complex, rapid and irreversible change to its energy system. Well, it's not. That's what the government hopes for. So again, this bloke from the AEMO offers the qualification that to get to this mythical, irreversible change, we would need a 9-fold increase in wind and solar capacity by 2050. This bloke from the Australian Energy Market Operator, Westerman, is just repeating the government's mantra.